Well, hello, and how are you doing? So, I have been away for a little while, and for that I apologize. I have been very busy, as as I'm sure you know. Life has been hectic, to say the least. I have been working like a madman, and it's taken its toll on me. And I've also been away a lot frequently. This past weekend, I actually spent the entire weekend, save for a few hours here and there, in bed. I was just burnt out completely. And sometimes that's just how it goes. So anyway, yeah, I spent most of the weekend this past weekend in bed. The weekend before that, I was in Calgary, and I had to travel on Friday and travel on Monday, and had a couple of busy days out of town. The weekend before that, what was I? I think I was in Toronto. I was somewhere. It's been a very busy autumn for me. Fair bit of traveling. Oh no, the weekend before that I was in Pembroke. I had a birthday to go to or something, and then I was in Toronto the weekend before that. So it's been a lot of time on the road as of late, and it has unquestionably exhausted me, to say the least. It's been incredibly exhausting. Not that I'm complaining, because I'm not. I just yeah, it's tiring. But other than that, I think I've been pretty good. Feeling well for the most part. Had a couple of rough, dark days in there. Sometimes that's just how life goes, you know. I Just a second here. Ice cold water, so good. So yeah, it's been uh, it's been a very busy autumn for me, and I'm happy with that. My partner Bridget and I have been traveling a lot lately, so yeah, that was good. Although Calgary, she wasn't part of that. That was some personal affairs I needed to attend to, and a business trip at the same time. And I had a chance to catch up with a good friend, so it was a very good weekend. But uh, you know, travel is as much fun as it is, and as much fun as I enjoyed. It is exhausting, and I don't think there's anything quite like sleeping in your own bed. And as I said, I've been working on building this new studio out, and I am waiting on two little pieces, literally adapter bolts, to change setting size on some tripods that I have to mount my monitor speakers just up here. And once they're done, I can actually see if I can. I'll show you what I'm looking at here. Once that's done, I can clean up all the cabling that I've put into place here. So let's just move this up into place, and you can sort of see the chaos that is this area. We'll see if the picture in picture, yeah, that's working. There we go. So all the cameras are working. That one, that one. Of course, let's just transition them. There we go. So you can see the green screen has gone away when I go to the 4 split, which is fine. But it's working well, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, you can see the studio here is almost completed. I just have to clean up some cabling. You can see there's lots and lots of lights, quite a bit of lights. And just in front of, or to the left of that light, and to the left of, or to the right of the other light, I've got these speakers right there. You can see one of them right here. They're self-powered. They're some pretty serious studio monitors, actually. Anyway, I will be mounting them on tripods that I have set up in the back, and I'm just waiting for my adapter bolts. And once I get them, I can then clean up the cabling, and my studio will be complete. till I find something else to add to it. I'm looking at getting a teleprompter in the near future. Now, not for reading anything, because this is all off the cuff. But a teleprompter is useful so that when you are looking, you can look directly into the camera, but you can also see yourself in the monitor. Right now, as I look directly into the camera, I can't tell exactly where I am in frame because I have to look down to see, okay, yeah, I'm in frame. So if I was to get the teleprompter, it shoots through the camera but reflects up onto the screen so I can see. Although that is a couple $100 that I just don't feel expending right now. So yeah, that's kind of where my head has been, or is, I guess you could say. So yeah, I've been very busy, and I am going to have to actually change my intro music, even though I paid for it and it's licensed. Every time I air a show, I get a copyright violation from YouTube saying that I cannot monetize it because there's a copyright claim against my music. But the thing is, I actually bought that with a license to do this. But trying to fight against YouTube is a pain in the butt. So I think what I'll do, hey Emil, how you doing, buddy? I think what I'll do is just use some of YouTube's own music in the near future. Yeah, that's Africa. Thanks. That's my earring. That's my mom's. She gave them to me last year. So one in my ear, one in my neck, to replace the one that I lost. So yeah, once I can complete the studio, and I'll have to adjust the intro music because for some reason they won't let me monetize with that music that I did pay for. I bought it. I bought the whole video clip with that background music from Canva. But go figure. Anyway, I'll figure something out. I think I can substitute music from YouTube. They give you certain pieces of music you can use, so I think I'll just do that in the near future. So yeah, that's kind of where my head is right now. Just concentrating on getting the studio done because it's been a lot more work than I thought it was going to be. It's one of these things, you get something done and then you realize I got to take something apart to do something else, to move something, to add something, to change. It's a lot of work. But I do it for you. Also because I'm obsessed with trying to make things better and always improve upon the craft that this is. I don't know if it's a craft, really, to be honest with you. But I'm trying to make it better all the time. Let's see. Yeah. Fools, bureaucratic fools, indeed. Yeah, it's upsetting when you think, okay, I've paid for this. I should be able to utilize it, and I'm told, no, you can't do that. So that's, a little troublesome, but I'll figure it out. Use some of their stuff. I just have to go in and pull the music and put new music to it, which is kind of a pain in the butt, but there you go. The only way I'm ever going to be able to monetize is if I do that. I am past the 500 barricade mark, so that means I have the join function, but I have not had the time to create any extra content for anybody who wants to join. So, that's something I'll look at in the future. But honestly, I have so little free time these days. I'm averaging 75 hours a week, and it is beginning to take its toll on me physically. And being that this is the last couple of weeks before the Yuletide, or the Christmas season, my day job keeps me incredibly busy because I do a lot of what I'm doing right now there. Not the production end of things anyway. I don't sit at work and do ASMR content. I do make a lot of announcements though, but that's a different story. Either way, at this time of the year, it's incredibly busy for me in the office. Tomorrow will be a 12-hour day, and the following is probably a 10. Monday was 10. Today was 10. Tomorrow will be 12. Thursday will probably be 10, and then Friday's 8. On top of the daily political show I contribute to and produce. And at some point, I want to see my partner, Bridget, in there when I get an opportunity, because I just, she's been away for a few days on a retreat. And we're going to get together tomorrow evening when I get home from work. And my apartment's a bit of a mess, which I'm upset about, but I'm just so physically exhausted right now that I don't have the emotional strength or physical strength to deal with it. Now, it's not a pigsty, it's just I have OCD and obsessive compulsive disorder when it comes to having everything very clean, which is what OCD is. Everything needs to be cleaned and put away. But add the ADHD into that, which sometimes makes me laser focused on a task at hand, and I can work on it for hours and then stop what I'm doing and forget, and then I'm lost for days, sort of thing. It's a lot. Oh my goodness. So yeah, two more little things. I'll get my speakers mounted, then clean up the rest of the cabling, and then my studio, for the most part, I think is done. Of course, I do have the green screen, which honestly, I think it works quite well. I do like how I can do the. Let's see here. I can change it up, and yeah, we can look outside and see what. There's no snow. We had snow a few weeks ago, but right now it's just mild. There's a little bit of snow left over. I think there was 15 centimeters of snow when I got back from Calgary on a Monday. It had snowed quite heavily, but it's warmed up over the weekend. It was +6. So most of the snow that we had is melted. So it may very well be a green Christmas. Who knows? It's very unpredictable at this time of the year in this part of the world. Sorry about that. I hit the wrong mute button. I did not mean to grunt and groan in your ear. I apologize. So ordinarily, I would have this on more than two platforms, but the network that I contribute and that I belong to is another program is airing right now, and I didn't want to interrupt them. And because I normally have the Monday evenings, I didn't have time to book this one in, so I just used a different platform this evening so I could still get you out to still get this out to Facebook and to YouTube. And I appreciate each and every one of you who have chosen to come and find me on YouTube. It means a lot to me, and I thank you for that. Where did my thing go? There it is. I was trying to keep track of the chat. Yeah, the ADHD OCD combo is it's hell. Well, go get some rest there, Emil. It's good to see you again, buddy. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. I know you had a bit of a rough patch there last year, but I hope things have really turned around for you. I had this past weekend, in all honesty, I was physically exhausted, and when I wasn't out late on Friday. It was my friend's birthday, but we went for dinner, and then I went and had a glass of wine. I was home by 10:30. No, it was probably closer to 10 actually. In bed by 11. And when I woke up Saturday morning, I had no gas left in the tank. I felt emotionally drained, and one of the aspects that one has with depression is the physical exhaustion and the will to do nothing. But then, of course, the anxiety over the fact that you're lying in bed doing nothing exacerbates the situation to the point where you just don't get anything done and feel terrible about it. And when I get really tired, that's when the anxiety creeps in. And when I get really, really tired, that's when the depression kicks my ass, no matter how much medication I take or how much exercise I get. If I don't get enough sleep, life is hell. So as soon as I sign off this evening, which will be close to 10 p.m., I will be heading to bed because I need some. I need my beauty rest. Who's kidding who? This is old and wrinkly. There's no more beauty left. But that's okay. I really don't care anymore. I'm at the point where, so what? What are you going to do about it? I'm lucky enough to get old. It's a privilege denied to many, so I'll be thankful and grateful for the luxury of aging, despite the fact that there are some rather deleterious side effects to it, but there you go. 1 second. Something, I don't know what is going on, but my ice cubes seem to have a lot of sodium in them. It looks like I had an Alka-Seltzer. That was a clean glass. I put 3 ice cubes in it, and I don't know what is in there, man. Did I put an Alka-Seltzer? No, I didn't. Anyway, I'll figure it out some other time. It's not the end of the world. It's just a little puzzling. It's one of those things that gets in my brain, and I'll think about this. I'm going to dwell on this for days. Why is this doing this? What is in my ice cubes that makes the glass look like that? Look at that. That's bizarre. Look at that. Looks like I had an Alka-Seltzer, but I didn't. No idea what's going on. I have no idea what's going on most of the time, but I don't want to try and dwell on the thoughts of that for the next few days, even though I probably will, because that's what obsessive compulsive disorder is. But then the ADHD will kick in, and I'll see a squirrel, and I won't know what I'm doing or thinking or talking about, and I'll be halfway finished something. Like the old studio teardown is 75% done. I have to clean the walls off where the foam was, patch some holes where the shelf was, and then remove the old desk and monitor mounts. Once that's done, the bar will go in. But I have to make arrangements to get the bar in because it's at my mom and dad's place, and getting it out of there and into a truck and over here is a job for about 4 people, and 4 of them must be considerably younger than me and still have a functioning back and knees that don't give them problems every time they exert themselves. So I won't be calling on any of my friends because, quite frankly, we're all too old for that sort of thing. I might have to just hire some movers, unless I can get my nephews to do it for me, but I don't know if they're, I don't know. Yeah, I'll figure something out. I mean, this really is a first world problem, right? I don't think I'm complaining so much as I'm just frustrated at the amount of work I have to do, and I just don't seem to have the time or the energy to get it done. And that can really get under your skin. It's like, I find lately going to work gives me a break from my life because I have so much to do when I get home. And your home is supposed to be the place where you're the most comfortable and most relaxed, and I certainly am. But it's difficult to relax when you've got chaos running all around you, and I have more chaos than I care for. So, with the Christmas season coming, and Saturday, this coming Saturday, I've got a pubcast from, we go live at 1, so I have to be there at noon, maybe 11:30 to get set up. We go live at 1 till 4 p.m. 1 till 5. Then tear down, then I have to go to a Christmas party after that. Then I'm meeting my parents 11:30 Sunday. I have to bring them some stuff, and I haven't seen them in a few weeks. My mom just got back from Manhattan, so I'd like to hear all about her trip. So my sister took my mom to Manhattan for the weekend. I guess it was about 3 or 4 days or something like that. I'm not even sure. It was a trip they had planned pre-COVID, which was on hold for 3 years, but thankfully they were able to do it and finally get a chance to spend a mother-daughter weekend in New York City that they've been talking about for quite a while now, actually. My sister paid for it all. So I'm sure that was a very nice treat for my mom. I haven't had a chance, like I said, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about it yet because I don't have much of a life. It seems to be eat, work, sleep, repeat. Friday evenings, I try not to do any work at the end of my workday. I shy away from production duties once the workday finishes because I just need a break, a few hours, meet the boys at the pub. And then this Saturday, of course, I'll be at the pub for 5 hours doing a live show. For those of you who are interested, it's It's not nothing like this. It's we just talk about sports and life and trips and movies and jokes and places we've been and things we've done and whatever topic suits our fancy. We don't really have a design on it. We just, myself and my buddy, sit and chat. And sometimes people join us in person. Sometimes people join us online. It's never boring. It's always fun. And it's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon in December. I mean, it's a great way to spend a Saturday afternoon, period. But in December, it's kind of magical, you know? Christmas time in December. Sitting in the pub, having a nosh, maybe have a pint or two, and shoot the breeze, as the saying goes. And I don't know that I've been. I don't know that I've been as social as I normally am at this time of the year. I think just the sheer exhaustion's beginning to take its toll on me. I might have to take. I'm gonna have to take a week off in January, February. I haven't even decided. I'll have to take some time off though because I need a week away from everything and everyone, just myself and my lady. And I don't know. Maybe we'll sit on a beach somewhere, or I don't know. I haven't figured that out. And it all depends on if there's any money left after Christmas to be able to do something like that. And goodness knows that's not always the case now, is it? So I can dare to dream, though, right? I'm not a resort guy, so the idea of going to a resort does not appeal to me whatsoever. The idea of, I don't know, a ski vacation would be wonderful. I don't need to go somewhere warm at that time of the year. Just somewhere where I don't have any responsibilities for a few days to just unplug completely. And I'm long overdue. Even when I was on vacation this year, I worked every day. Not at my day job, but, well, at my other day job. Yeah. Yeah, who's kidding who? I'm starting to burn out, and I do need to take a break sometime soon. I can feel it taking its toll on me emotionally and physically. And to be honest with you, I don't want to burn myself out because that's when things get really dark and really bad, and I would really prefer not to go there. So I will be taking some time after Christmas. Between Christmas and New Year's, it's slow for me. I only have 3 working days in that time frame, so I'll be able to get a bit of a rest in there, some relaxation. The 30th of December, it was my partner Bridget's birthday recently, so for her birthday, I bought us a spa weekend. Well, a spa day, not a weekend, but a spa day at a place called Le Nordique. It is actually the largest spa in all of North America. For those of you who don't know, it's just 15 minutes from my apartment in the Gatineau Hills in a small community called Chelsea, it's just a really cool spot, and it's up on a hill, and it overlooks the valley, and it's really quite beautiful, and I love going. I've been in the summer once, and it's okay, but to be honest with you, I prefer to go either in the spring, fall, or my preference is the winter. You'll walk around in a bathrobe and flip-flops, and you'll go from a cold dip pool, to a sauna, to a jacuzzi, to a yurt, to a gigantic hot tub, to they have multiple pools and steam. It's just a really cool spot. If you ever get a chance, by all means. It's Nordique, Nordic. You can look it up online. It's a cool spot. I'm really looking forward to it. It'll be, the 30th, Saturday, December 30th, the day before New Year's Eve, when everything is going haywire. We'll get a day of blissful relaxation, hot and cold baths, steam room, sit by the fire, sip tea, maybe have a charcuterie board, maybe a glass of wine. I don't know. See how we're feeling at that time. One of the things I find is when you go to a place like that, I don't really want anything to drink, because I find I can, when you do the cold dip and then the hot shower and then the jacuzzi and then I find I'm just so relaxed that that's all I need. Some nice tea, maybe a charcuterie board. No alcohol. It's just a nice way to spend a Saturday afternoon. And I'm very much looking forward to it. Okay. So how are you guys and gals and they and them feeling? I know this is a very difficult time of the year for many of us. I love this time of year, but I still have my emotional issues with it, and I deal with them as best I can. Some days are tougher than others. The lack of daylight hours affects me, which is why I think I'm tired all the time right now. I leave for work in the morning just as the sun's come up, and I come home when it's dark out, so I'm not getting enough daylight hours. And that is something that affects my mood and my sleep patterns and my physical well-being, which is why I get a little bit emotional at this time of the year, let alone that it's Christmas. And, sometimes you think of, I'm not going to lie, most of my memories around this time of the year are happy, but I've got some rough ones because when I was a child, I used to get very sick. You name a childhood illness, I had it. It's miraculous I've lived this long, in all honesty. I don't know how I survived. And here I am. So I plan on sticking around for a lot longer. Thank you very much. I'm starting to get the hang of this living thing. So, another 30, 35, 40 years, I might be able to nail it down. Time will tell. But I hope you folks are doing well. And I hope that if you're feeling empty or lonely at this time of the year, that you can reach out to somebody, reach out to me, reach out to somebody that you know that you can trust and talk to. If you want to just hit me up, send me a message, send me an email. I respond to as many of them as I can. You can just comment on a video. I will replay this. I'll cut and edit just a few seconds out of this, so it'll be on a replay. So somebody had asked, said, well, how come you haven't done anything in a while? I'm like, what do you mean? Up until very recently, I was live almost at least once a week. They're like, really? I go, yeah, just scroll down and click on the live tab. And as it turns out, people would just go to the videos and they'd say, you haven't done anything since June. Like, oh, so I have to recut the live version. Pardon me, I had pizza for dinner. I have to recut the live version, just a few seconds out of it, so I can repurpose it into the straight video version so people can see that I'm still creating content. So that if you miss the live show, the live still sits there. You can watch it afterwards, but it's just the way YouTube works. I have to put it back into another category so people can catch it. So if you're just watching this evening and haven't in a while, I apologize if you didn't know there was stuff there. Just look in the live tab. Usually, up until recently, I've been pretty consistent for the most part, once a week, and I was doing it on Mondays for the longest time. And I've migrated to Tuesdays temporarily, simply because Mondays tend to be such an exhausting day for me that by the time 9:30 rolls around, I don't have anything left to say, and I just want to go to bed. So that's why I've been absent on Mondays for a while, and I apologize. What just happened there? I thought a light went out. I don't know. Maybe I'm losing my mind. Very strange. I think all the lights are on. Yeah, they're all on. I saw a flash or something. Maybe I'm... oh, I did lose a light. No, I didn't lose my mind. Battery died. Okay. I'm not going crazy. That's good to know. Plug it in there. Okay, yeah, there we go. I knew a light went out from somewhere. See, it's a different light here to just see the difference. I don't know. It's subtle. It changes things. Makes my eyes glitter. Glitter eyes. Eyes glitter, no glitter. Eyes glitter, no glitter. Sorry. I have a lot of lights. And they're absolutely necessary with a green screen, believe it or not. Without them, the background looks really bad. And I want to do my best to give you something worthwhile to look at and listen to. So that's where my head's at. Bit of a struggle with all of the workload that I have. And although for the most part, I've been feeling pretty good about myself, this past weekend was a bit of a rough one. And I kind of knew I could feel it coming because last week was a super busy week. This week is the same. But I won't have time for that, so no time to rest. I have plenty of time to do that when I'm dead. That's supposed to be a joke, right? Like I'm nothing. I'm fine. I hope I don't put anybody into a panic or trigger anybody with that. Sometimes my sense of humor is lost on a lot of people, and I apologize if my warped sense of humor comes off as a little bit dark. I don't mean it to be harmful to anybody. So let me just check on something here. So I'm getting a strange. Oh, that's why. That might be why. There we go. My level on my microphone was too low. Very strange. I'm not sure how that happened. Well, ironing out technical problems while I'm here. And trying to figure out how I'm going to get all this done over the next couple of weeks so I can host people in my apartment once again. I usually like to have a wine and cheese party around this time of the year, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it together with the amount of work that I have to get done and the lack of hours that I have to do it in. But we'll see. We'll see. Maybe I will. I'll do what I can. Anyway, my friends, thank you for coming out. I appreciate you. And I hope that wherever you are in this world, that you're doing okay. And if you are, like I said, if you're feeling rough, if you're having a tough time, if you need somebody to talk to, you can just reach out to me. Like I said, I always try and respond to messages, whether they're a comment on the video or an email. You can feel free to contact me in any way, and I will always try and reach out to you as quickly as I can. Sometimes I'm a little bit limited by work schedules and time frames, but if you need somebody to reach out to, if you need somebody to talk to, if you just need to pour yourself out in words, I'm here, and I hope I can help you. And on that note, I will bid you adieu, and I will see you soon. I will be back next week. I might be able to contribute some content if I can put some time together. I still have 3 jazz shows in the can that I have to edit and post. So, yeah. But this evening, I'm going to go to bed in about 10 minutes because I'm very tired and I've earned my sleep today. So wherever you are, I hope you are doing well. I hope you're feeling happy. And if not, remember, your friend is here. Your Uncle Paul is here. And I'm happy to help you out in any way I can, even if it's just somebody to listen. I don't always have much in the way of advice, but I am always willing to listen. And sometimes somebody listening is, believe it or not, very therapeutic. Just getting your stuff out, you know. So until we meet again, I bid you adieu. Take care, my friends.